call this meeting of the South Redford Board of Education together at 6:33. And we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll, please.
Yes, ma'am. Daniel Winston.
Present.
Lori Hicks. Absent. Anthony Johnson.
Present.
Cheryl Flesher.
Present.
Misha Early.
Present.
Amanda Fletcher present. Shirley Tolliver.
Present. Next item on the agenda is the approval of the agenda. Do we have any corrections to the agenda? If there are none, the agenda will be as written. Next item on the agenda is Superintendent Communications. Mr. Bob.
Thank you, Madam President. I have several communications this evening. At each board member's seat, there is a book that we spoke about in our most recent workshop that some board members had requested a copy of, which is Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And the book is also accompanied by a personal journal for the board at its pleasure and at its leisure. And that was the outcome of our most recent board workshop with Dr. Weber as well as Dr. Joanne from back in the spring. So please enjoy. Additionally, myself as well as Board President Shirley Tolliver had an opportunity to attend the National Night Out at the Township Community Center last week. And we had an absolute blast interacting and engaging with a number of South Redford families as well as families all across the township. That was at the community center. It was very well attended. There was all kinds of games and food for families to enjoy, as well as Secretary Amanda Fletcher was there as well with a different township organization. And so it was nice to have South Redford be well represented last week at the National Night Out at the community center. Additionally, I would like to thank Mr. Kinsey, as well as several of our administrators that are in the room tonight, as well as teachers and our clerical staff that have played an integral role in the hiring of many of our new staff. And their work is noticed, appreciated, and valued tremendously, especially in the time of the educator shortage. And so I really just want to applaud all of their efforts because we have a number of outstanding new hires that we are eager to welcome to the South Redford School District. Also, I would like to recognize our very own school board president, Ms. Shirley Tolliver, who has been recognized by the Wayne County Association of School Boards. I am the recipient of a letter from Dr. Darlene Pomponio, who says, "Congratulations, Mrs. President Shirley Tolliver. You have been voted unanimously to the Wayne County Association of School Boards. We appreciate your application and your service to the South Redford School District as well as to your broader community, and we are pleased to welcome you to the Executive Board of the Wayne County Association of School Boards." So congratulations to our very own Mrs. Tolliver, who will not only continue to represent South Redford and represent us well, but will also represent the broader county of Wayne. So congratulations to President Tolliver.
Thank you.
And that concludes my communications this evening, Madam President.
Next item on the agenda is the board communications. Are there any?
To the chair.
Yes?
Hold on, I have to double check the time, but Popsicles in the Playground is coming up on the 31st. I just want to double check the time because I have a flyer on my phone.
4 to 5:30.
4 to 5:30? Okay. At all 4 elementary schools, and I know sometimes you try to hit all of them, but I figure we should at least divide and conquer.
Well, thank you. So that means at Fisher, Miss Amanda will represent us. At Vandenberg, I did that on purpose. Daniel will represent us. At Jefferson, Misha will represent us.
Janet Adams.
That's me.
Cheryl will represent us.
Madam
And I will represent all four.
Madam President, I'm sorry,
Yes.
just a little point of order in terms of Adams Elementary.
Yes.
Due to the finishing that needs to be done on the exterior of the property,
Mhm.
it's my understanding that the Adams community has invited families to Vandenberg
Oh,
for
okay.
that time. So only, no, that's incorrect.
Thank you.
Michelle said we can have it
I
in.
apologize. I was not given the latest. And I was like, no one said anything. So yes, back to Adams to see the progress. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, team. Sorry, I didn't know.
Sorry,
I can text the flyer out when I find it on my phone. Thank you.
All right,
I'll
that
send it
is
to our group.
fantastic. Anyone else have any communications? I have one. On the annual leadership conference is November the 9th through the 12th in Lansing. And I'm sure, did everyone get the correspondence? Okay, so if anyone wants to attend, just let Chris know. Okay? All right, thank you. Next item on the agenda is comments from the audience, topics related to the agenda. There are none. Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. Do I have a board member willing to adopt the consent agenda?
Madam President,
Yes.
if I may,
Oh, we want Mr.
if we could turn it over to Assistant Superintendent
That
Mr.
would be
Kinsey
good.
for some introductions and some highlights.
All right, that would be good.
All right. Thank you, Superintendent Barbavetsky. So this is a great moment. I mean, it's always good when we can welcome new Eagles to South Redford. So tonight I'd like to start. We have quite a few of our new Eagles in attendance tonight. There are a few who weren't able to make it. Just got a couple of calls right before the board meeting. However, we'll still talk about them as well. So over at Fisher, we have Megan Stanton, who was able to make it tonight. Megan is a recent graduate student teaching with teaching experience in 3rd grade. She completed her student teaching at Hamlin Elementary in Rochester Hills. She has a bachelor's degree in elementary education from Oakland University. Outside of work, Megan enjoys reading, creating projects, and spending quality time with her family. And then also recently, her and her fiance became foster parents to a teenager. Welcome, Megan. Next, we have Erin. Next, we have Erin Trainer, who wasn't able to make it tonight, but she's going to be a science teacher with us over at Pierce. So Erin joins us with over 20 years of teaching experience. Most recently, Erin taught 6th through 8th grade science in Hamtramck, and then before that, 5th grade at Fitzgerald. She has a bachelor's degree in elementary education from Eastern Michigan University and a master's degree in reading from Eastern as well. She's an active member of several professional organizations, including Michigan Association for Computer Users and Learning, the Michigan Reading Association, and the Michigan Science Teachers Association. She's attended numerous conferences and workshops over the years to continue developing her skills as an educator. And then outside the classroom, Erin enjoys gardening, caring for pets, and spending time with her family. So welcome, Erin. Also tonight, we have a familiar face. If you've been on the board for a period of time, you may recognize Miss Amy Bruska, who's come back to join us again. So Amy comes to us with 10 years of elementary teaching experience at South Redford. She previously taught 4th grade at Fisher. She has a bachelor's degree in education from Michigan State University, but then turned around and got her master's from the University of Michigan. So she's conflicted. So outside of work, Amy enjoys outdoor exercise, traveling, reading, and time with friends and family. So welcome back, Amy.
James, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You have Amy down here as 4th grade teacher, but also Pierce Middle School. So where is she going?
4th grade teacher at Fisher.
You got her?
I got it. She's going right back to work.
Not to Pierce. Okay.
Also, we have Jason Moore, who is going to be one of our GSRP teachers over at Fisher. Jason wasn't able to make it tonight. He had a family situation, but Jason comes to us with over 16 years of experience in early childhood. Most recently, he has been an early childhood specialist and coach at Starfish Family Services in Inkster for the past 5 years. He has a bachelor's degree in early childhood education from Baker College. And then outside of work, Jason enjoys drawing, practicing, and teaching martial arts, hiking, and exercise. So welcome, Jason. Also at Fisher in GSRP, we have Miss Haley Grass, who was not able to make it tonight. I didn't see her. So most recently, she served as an elementary teacher with Grosse Ile Township Schools, where she taught kindergarten. Prior to her role as a kindergarten teacher, Haley served as a literacy interventionist with Trenton Public Schools, where she collaborated with teachers to identify struggling readers. Haley holds a bachelor's degree in elementary education with a focus on early childhood from Eastern Michigan University, which she completed in 2020. And she graduated summa cum laude and made the dean's list. Outside of work, Haley enjoys reading, watching her favorite shows, and visiting Disney World in Orlando once a year. Welcome, Haley. And I did see our new GSRP teacher from Vandenberg just walk in, Ms. Nikisha Mitchell. Can you give a wave, Nikisha? There you are. All right. So Nikisha comes to us with 12 years of experience in early childhood education. Most recently, she has been teaching GSRP at Dixon Educational Learning Academy in Detroit. She has a bachelor's degree in early childhood from Northern Michigan University. She obtained her master's degree in early childhood, also from Northern. Outside of work, Nikisha enjoys reading, biking, yoga, traveling, gardening, and spending time with her family. Welcome, Nikisha. And then sitting next to Nikisha, something very weird happened. You typically don't find male early childhood teachers. But we have Mr. Andre Richardson, who's also going to be a GSRP teacher over at Vandenberg. So Andre comes to us with over 15 years of experience serving students in early childhood. Most recently served as the assistant director and teacher at Southfield Public Schools, Head Start, where he implemented curriculum, supervised staff, and engaged families. Andre holds a bachelor's degree in general studies from Henderson State University and a master's in early childhood from National University. Andre is currently pursuing his doctoral degree in early childhood education, also from National University. Outside of work, Andre is a minister, and Andre also enjoys family time and continuing his education. So welcome, Andre. Unable to make it tonight. Oh, or unless you did make it. Did Rasheen walk in? No? Okay. So also working over at Vandenberg, we have Miss Rasheen Welch. She's going to be working with Andre as our associate teacher. So Rasheen comes to us with experience as a preschool associate teacher and child care aide. She most recently worked as an associate teacher at First Step Learning Center in Redford. She is currently pursuing her Child Development Associate certification. Outside of work, Rasheen enjoys spending time with family, traveling, and volunteering for her community Little League team. So welcome, Rasheen. Also at Vandenberg, I don't see her here tonight, but we have Raquel Gonzake, who's going to be our GSRP associate teacher working with Nikisha. So Raquel comes to us with over 10 years of experience in early childhood. Most recently served as a preschool teacher in IKHLAS. I-K-H-L-A-S. There we go. Training Academy in Detroit for the past 3 years. She is currently pursuing an associate's degree in early childhood from WC3. Outside of work, Raquel enjoys reading, crocheting, sewing, and volunteering in her community. Welcome, Raquel. So for familiar face, to the district, kind of got stolen from Pierce. We have Miss Marissa Gable. Marissa Gable taught over at Pierce for the last, what, year?
2 years.
2 years, yeah, 2 years. And, you know, whenever principals go out, you find somebody good, you always want to stack your team with good people. So, Ms. Coos poached Ms. Gable to come over to Fisher to teach 4th grade. Ms. Gable received her bachelor's degree from Taylor University. She enjoys visiting national parks. And then at one point in time, she was actually an improv comedian.
Don't ask her to tell anything.
Welcome to Fisher. Next, we have Miss Jennifer Bruner. Miss Jennifer Bruner joins us after 4 years of teaching health occupations in Wayne Westland Community Schools. In her role, Jennifer delivered instruction on healthcare careers, medical terminology, anatomy, and more. She also supervised students during clinical rotations. Jennifer has a BSN from Eastern Michigan University. And then outside of teaching, Jennifer enjoys reading novels and nonfiction. She will be our health occupation teacher for CTE and the Innovation Center. So welcome, Jennifer. Next, we have Mr. Sean Salmenen. He is our ESL district coordinator. Sean comes to us with over 10 years of experience teaching English language learners. Most recently, Sean taught 5th grade at Ann Arbor Public Schools. Despite a range of abilities of all of his students met their year-end growth. Sean has a bachelor's degree in early childhood from Eastern Michigan University, which summa cum laude, and a master's in education administration from SUNY Buffalo State. Outside of teaching, Sean enjoys running, traveling. He's gone to over 50 countries, spending time with his church group, and spending time with his wife and his 3 daughters. And that little cutie back there. Welcome. Next, we have Miss Carla Graham, who is our special education teacher over at Pierce. Carla brings over 20 years of experience serving students with special needs, including teaching self-contained classroom. Most recently, Carla was a regional special education teacher with National Heritage Academies. She provided small group instruction to support the needs of students with disabilities. Carla has a bachelor's degree in psychology from Oakland University, a JD from Detroit College of Law, and a master's in clinical psychology and a master's in special education, and a doctoral degree in special education.
That's right.
Well studied. Outside of work, Carla enjoys reading, traveling, and knitting. Welcome, Carla. She's sitting next to her daughter, who's a special education teacher, so we hope to get her one of these days. All right. And I just saw David Chapman walk in. David, come on over. Come on over. It's all right.
Good evening, everyone. It's all right.
So David also is one of our special education teachers over at Pierce. David joins us with over 15 years of experience teaching students with special needs. Most recently, David served students with disabilities as a resource room teacher for Detroit Public Schools Community District. He provided specialized instructions tailored to students' IEP goals. David has a bachelor's in business administration from Wayne State University and a master's of education in special education from Wayne State. Outside of the classroom, David enjoys chess, music, dancing, and making memories with his children. All right, welcome, David. I don't see him, but you can't miss him because he's like 6'4". We have our new band director over at Thurston and also for 8th grade, Mr. Austin Chasnick. So Austin graduated from Oakland University in April 2023 with a bachelor's in music education and clarinet performance. While at Oakland, Austin performed in ensembles like the Oakland Symphony Orchestra and Oakland University Wind Symphony. Austin comes with experience teaching marching band as a staff for Lanphier High School, Rochester High School, and North Farmington High School. He is passionate about cultivating students' interests and skills in instrumental music. In his free time, Austin enjoys performing. attending concerts, collecting baseball cards, and watching sports. In addition, Austin got engaged in Austria this summer. Welcome, Austin. Also not able to make it tonight, but we have Miss Jamie Moran, who is our new special education teacher for our Crosscat ASD classroom over at Jefferson. Jamie comes to us with 9 years of experience teaching students with ASD and self-contained and resource rooms. Previously taught ASD students at Hazel Park Schools, Rochester Community Schools, and Crescent Academy Charter School. She holds a bachelor's in education from Central Michigan University and a master's in special education from Oakland University. Her experience includes modifying curriculum, implementing behavioral supports, guiding paraprofessionals, and collecting data. In Jamie's free time, her interests outside are spending time with her family, photography, biking, and crochet. Welcome, Jamie. Next, we have Miss Julie Thomas, who was not able to make it tonight, but Julie is our early childhood special education teacher over at Vandenberg. So Julie comes to us after recently graduating from Eastern Michigan University, summa cum laude, in December 2020. She has a degree in elementary and early childhood education with an endorsement in early childhood special education. Most recently, Julie served as an early childhood special education teacher with Redford Union Schools, where she worked with children ages 2.5 to 5 with various disabilities. She helped each child meet their individual needs laid out in their IEPs, with a focus on social emotional learning and building language skills. Julie student taught at Fisher Elementary in 1st grade and at Novi Early Childhood Center. Outside of work, Julie enjoys being outdoors, listening to music, reading, and drinking tea while listening to the rain. After my own heart. Welcome, Julie. Next, we have Miss Tanya Walker. Tanya is our construction trades teacher in the Innovation Center. So Tanya brings over 20 years of experience teaching construction trades to high school students. Most recently, Tanya taught construction trades at Chippewa Valley Schools, where she followed a state-approved curriculum. Interestingly enough, Jason and I went to a dinner at the Detroit Athletic Club, and who did I just happen to sit next to? The superintendent for Chippewa Valley. And then while I was walking in, I was on the phone with Tanya making her an offer. I'm like, ooh. And it's hard to find construction trade teachers, so we got lucky. Tanya previously taught construction trades at Detroit Public Schools for over 22 years. Over 20 years. That math doesn't add up, sorry, I messed up there. She has an associate's degree in business administration from Davenport University. Outside of teaching, Tanya enjoys game nights with her family, doing construction projects, and her favorite season of the year is the fall. Welcome, Tanya. Next, we have Miss Nicole West. She is a familiar face around here, but Nicole will be teaching middle school over at Pierce. Nicole graduated from the University of Detroit Mercy in 2017 with a bachelor's in English literature and a minor in history, and also made the Dean's List there. The reason why she's a familiar face is because Nicole has worked in our academic as an academic coach for SOAR, where she met with students to support their progress, graded work, and communicated with their parents. Nicole was also an administrative assistant at Christian Tabernacle Church for 3 years, where she assisted with office duties. In her free time, Nicole enjoys basketball, football, is a multi-talented artist, and considers herself the nap queen. That concludes.
Nicole is also a Thurston High School alumni as well.
Yep.
So,
Thank you.
Madam President, there is a resolution attached for board consideration.
Do I have a board member willing to adopt the resolution?
the chair.
Yes, Mrs.
I'd like to
Fletcher.
move the adoption of the following resolution, please.
Have a support. It's been moved by Mrs. Fletcher and supported by Mrs. Early. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? 6 ayes, 0 nays. Resolution adopted. Next item on the agenda is consider appointment of Pierce Middle School principal.
Thank you, Madam President. It is my honor and privilege this evening to introduce experienced educator as well as administrator, Ms. Anissa Jackson, as the next principal of Pierce Middle School. Anissa holds a Bachelor of Business Administration from Grand Valley State University, and she also holds a Master of Education from Aquinas College. Anissa's aim is that children and staff walk into a safe, supportive, welcoming environment where teachers create a rigorous learning environment every day that provides many opportunities for students and staff to flourish and succeed. She knows that together, collectively, we succeed when we work together as a family. And so, with that, Madam President, there is a resolution attached for board consideration to make Ms. Anissa Jackson the next principal of Pierce Middle School.
Do I have a board member willing to adopt the resolution?
To the chair,
Yes.
I move the adoption of the following resolution.
Do I have a support?
Support.
It's been moved by Mrs. Early and supported by Mr. Winston. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? 0. 6 ayes and 0 nays. Resolution adopted. Welcome.
Thank you.
Madam President, if I may, our guests are certainly welcome to stay. However, if it's okay with the board, I understand that some of our guests may wish to celebrate off-site. That might not include being here in our Board of Education meeting, but I yield to the board.
I'd like to say welcome to all our new wonderful teachers and administrators. And thank you so much for wanting to come and be a part of South Rift Eagles. Thank you so much. So you guys, if you would like to stay, you may. Or you may say, let's go celebrate.
Congratulations and welcome.
Thank you so much.
Sorry.
Yeah. Welcome to but you'll get your official T-shirt along the way. But thank you guys so much. All right. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Hi, honey. How are you? Good. Nice to see you. All right.
Okay, guys.
Back at 7:11.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you all.
Congrats, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Okay, next item on the agenda is Plus Delta for Improvement. Mrs. Davis.
No
Oh, I
comments from
forget.
anyone?
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Comments from the audience, topics not related to the agenda. Are there any? None? Okay. Next item on the agenda is Plus Delta Plan for Improvement. Mrs. Davis.
Madam President, what
Yes.
processes help the board's work this evening? Process.
So that's why you oversee.
Are there any?
Ooh,
Yes,
I got
Mr.
one.
Winston.
I think it was a plus that the only thing pretty much we had on the agenda was the hiring, because sometimes we have like 75 items, it's like we be here at midnight with teacher stuff. So I'm glad it was a real small agenda, we could do that, and the sun is still up. So that was definitely a plus, not having a whole bunch of items on the agenda for today. And Jason and I talked for a long time.
Other pluses. What opportunities for improvement does the board have for processes? Delta.
Well, it doesn't look like we have
Is there any,
any.
Madam President?
Okay. Next item on the agenda is to adjourn at
7:13.
7:13.
It used to be like a mission.
Come on.
That's incredible.